guys, happy Sunday. I hope you've had a beautiful weekend. I bring you a practice this afternoon to cultivate some inner peace and harmony. So when you're ready, we're going to come down to our mats and we're going to start with those legs elevated and the hips propped up on your bolsters and or your blocks. So when you're ready, guys, let's pop on over to our mats. I'll join you for the practice today. So using your bolsters or your blocks, you might like to place your hips on top of the bolster, start to slowly lie back, and then we're going to bring our legs up into the air. So as we take this first shape, take a moment. Take a moment to arrive. Take a moment to shut down the eyes. Take a moment to feel that body as it arrives to your mat. And already start to feel where some of that energy, that circulation is flowing in the body. Give yourself some time to arrive. Give your body some time to find its own balance here in this shape. As you bring that awareness to your breath as you arrive here. Allowing the simple act of those legs elevated in the air to just bring that groundedness, that security, that feeling and sense of safety as you arrive to your practice here this afternoon. Getting quiet within your own inner sanctuary of the body and of the mind. As you stay in your shape here, I read to you these beautiful words from St. Francis de Sales. Never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems upset. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. As we practice here, never to be in a hurry. Taking 3 more deep conscious breaths. And what might be your third exhale, you'll start to gently bend those knees and just let the thighs come towards your chest. You'll take the fingers to interlace and just give yourself a little hug here. In that slight inversion, hugging those knees to your chest. Nice deep full breath in. All the way out. As you place those feet back to the floor, you might like to adjust your bolster a little. So you want it to be under the back of your hips, under the tailbone, not in the low back itself. As you now take time to run those legs long. As we gently open up through the front of those hips. And as you open up through the front of those hips, you'll recognize that some of these muscles, these structures actually attach into your low back. So some of you may initially feel some tightness or compression in the low back as we start to lengthen through these muscles that attach there and cross over the front of your hips. If that pressure is too much, you might like to Either change the prop that you're on and come down to a yoga block, or you might have a folded blanket ready and just place that blanket under the backs of the hips. Once you decide what prop might be best for you, take your time and then just let the arms rest, maybe by your side, or some of you may in fact like to take them overhead. With the eyes closed, just really allow yourselves to bring about that calm spirit. No need to be in a hurry. So as you lie here, eyes have shut down, weight of the head falls heavy, jaw of the mouth is relaxed, muscles of the face soften. Just allowing the physical body these moments to rest. As I remind you here in your Yin practice, when you take these shapes, don't force, don't push, just lean into the edges of your shapes. Give yourself time as we cultivate patience by being here with our breath. Five more breaths. You'll start to ever so gently bend one knee, bend the second knee, bring the arms back by your side if they were overhead. Roll your bolster down so it can now rest under your knees and your legs will lie long. Adjust the back of the hips, take your moment here and rebound. Allowing yourselves to simply observe the magic beneath the muscles and bones of the body. And then when you're ready, you might peel those eyes gently open, maybe placing hands to the small of your back to press your way to seated. For your caterpillar fold, keep the bolster or blanket now under your knees, and then gently fold forward from the waist, letting those hands rest between your thighs. Some of you might like additional blocks or props to support your head, and or from here, just letting that head fall heavy. Again, take that invitation to just lean into the edges of the shape. Remember, it's with time. It's with time that you'll sink a little deeper as we create space, allowing you to find the depth of your shape. Do that with the support of your breath. And the eyes are closed. The jaw of the mouth is relaxed. And the muscles of your face soften. No need to be in a hurry. Cultivate that inner sense of peace and calm. Taking 5 more breaths. You'll start to slowly press your way back up. You'll simply lean back into those hands. Take your moment here in rebound. Eyes are closed. Observe the subtle energies beneath the muscles and bones of the body. As you start to slowly press your way back up, you'll gently remove your bolster from beneath your knees. We'll bring ourselves into your deer shape. So you'll have your left leg in and your right leg back. Keeping the knee, if you can, at 90 degrees, both front and back. And take a moment as you sit here, nice and tall. You can still be facing the top edge of your mat. Just allow yourselves to sit tall for the moment, bringing the weight of the hips evenly down to the floor. Eyes closed. As you find 3 breaths here. Keeping the legs as they are as you now gently walk your hands forward. If you keep the leg in this 90-degree position, it will be quite a strong stretch for that hip. If for some of you, you need to slide that left foot a little closer to you, slide the left foot a little closer to you, and then allow yourselves to fold a little deeper forward, maybe coming down to those elbows. As you shut down the eyes, find your breath here once more. Taking 3 more deep conscious breaths. And then allowing yourself to explore that sleeping swan, you'll take that right leg a little further back behind you now, if that shape is available. So as that right leg scoots back, you're still folding over this left leg, allowing for the weight of the hip to fall nice and heavy. Feel the pelvis sink to the earth. No need to hurry. Cultivate that inner sense of peace and calm. Letting the weight of those hips sink heavy with every breath. Every exhale, feel the weight of that left hip sink a little heavier to the earth. Maybe the weight of your head falls heavy. You might even stack your palms and then let your forehead rest to the floor. Taking 5 more breaths here. Weight of that pelvis sinks heavy. Last 2 breaths. As you start to ever so gently sit the weight into your left hip, slowly swing your back leg forward as you bring both feet back out in front, knees bent, leaning back into your hands. The magic of rebound. Take that moment, explore and observe those differences you're feeling. As we slowly press up, deer shape to the opposite side. So taking that right leg in front. And again, if we can keep 90 degrees at the back knee, 90 degrees at the front leg, and just allow, it's this internal rotation of your back hip here, melting towards the floor. So keep the spine tall, fingertips on the floor, eyes might shut down. Let's take 3 breaths. Trying to keep our back leg as it is. If you know you're particularly tight in this right hip, you might slide that right heel a little closer to you as you come forward, maybe coming down to those elbows, letting the chest come directly forward as we start to gently open now into that right hip. Allow yourself to be here for another 5 breaths. No need to hurry. Cultivating this sense of inner peace and calm. As some of you now might start to slide that left leg all the way back for sleeping swan. So roll also onto the front of that left hip. And again, as you come down, folding directly over that front shin. Allow yourself to take shape as you lean into the edges of your body. As you find your way into the depths of this shape, some of you might find you can stack your palms and let your forehead rest to the floor. Feeling and encouraging the weight of both your hips to fall heavy to the earth. Releasing any tension, any tightness you're holding around these hips. Allowing the exhale to release and let go. No need to hurry. Five more breaths. On what might be your fifth exhale, gently sit the weight into your right hip. Swing your back leg forward. Take a moment with those knees bent, feet flat, leaning back into your hands. The knees might gently fall into one another. Eyes are closed. Take your moment here in rebound. As we even things out, we find that harmony, butterfly pose. Some of you might like to use your bolster once more, placing it lengthways. You let your low back and the back of the hips rest up against the bolster as you now start to lie back. Soles of the feet together, knees full wide, arms might extend overhead or simply come out to the side. Again, allow yourselves to find the softness in the edges of this shape. Feel the openness. Let the hips sink heavy. Let the knees fall wide. Let the hands rest to the floor. Let your arms fall heavy. Feel the chest gently opening. Eyes are closed. You and your breath. No need to hurry. Just allow yourself 5 minutes, 5 minutes of peace of mind. Can you allow yourself this gift of peace of mind? Stacey London says, you should feel beautiful and you should feel safe. What you surround yourself with should bring you peace of mind and peace of spirit. And as beautiful Mother Teresa says, peace begins with a smile. So here in this shape, can you allow the corners of your lips to turn up? Peace begins with a smile. You might start to slowly bring that awareness back to those hips as those knees come together. Keeping the shape here, the knees just come back to center. And then allow yourselves to run those legs long. Take a moment here with legs long. 5 more breaths. Give yourself that gift of peace of mind. Peace begins with a smile. As you start to slowly bring those hands by your hips, palms face down, you'll start to ever so gently press yourself to seated. Once you come to seated, rest back in the palms of your hands. Bring the knees to bend. Take a moment here. With a smile, full breath in. All the way out. As you bring yourself forward, right leg is long, turn your left toes back behind you, taking that knee nice and wide as you feel comfortable. You'll then fold forward over your right leg. Again, allowing your hands to rest either side of your shin, palms facing up. The right foot is relaxed as you fold from the waist. Lengthening now into that right hamstring and calf. No need to hurry. Allowing yourself to find this fold with that sense of peace and calm. Encouraging the weight of that head to fall heavy. Feeling the rise and fall of your breath. With every exhale, noticing the body fall just a little deeper. Five more breaths. You'll start to slowly and mindfully press your way up. You'll start to bring that left leg back out in front. Lean back into your hands. The gift of rebound. Take that moment, explore the changes, the subtle energies beneath the muscles and bones of the body. And you'll start to slowly press back up, tuck that left foot back behind you and take that right foot, take that right knee back as wide as you feel comfortable. Left foot is relaxed, and once more we fold. Again, you might find that you want a prop to support your head. That might even be your hands to begin with, or just let the weight of the torso gently fold into this shape. The depth of the shape is explored with your breath, allowing the fold to come into the body with your out-breath. Jaw of the mouth is relaxed, muscles of the face soften, shoulders relax. Just feel the wave of your breath gently moving through the body. No need to hurry. Coming into your shape with this sense of peace and calm. Peace begins with a smile. Five more breaths. Ever so slowly place those palms back to the floor, gently rolling up, leaning to the left as you bring that right leg forward. Take the hands back behind you, feet are flat, knees are bent. Gently adjust the hips if you need. Maybe the knees fall into one another. Nice deep full breath in. All the way out. Let's take some solitude in our child's pose. If your bolsters are still on your mats, just turn yourself over. Knees are wide, big toes are together. Bring that bolster to support your torso as you take a moment here. Rest in child's pose. Allowing your head maybe to rest to one side. Once you find your shape, gently shut down those eyes. Eleanor Roosevelt says, it isn't enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it. And it isn't enough to believe in it. One must work at it. And by working at your peace, as J. Donald Walters says, you will find peace not by trying to escape your problems, but by confronting them courageously. You will find peace not in denial, but in victory. And as Lyndon B. Johnson says, peace is a journey of 1,000 miles and it must be taken one step at a time. Here in child's pose, if you have your head turned to one side, turn it to the other side. Maybe here, even in your child's pose, How can you make peace with yourself? What is something you can courageously face within yourself? Allow yourself 5 more deep conscious breaths. Peace is a daily, a weekly, a monthly process, gradually changing opinions, slowly eroding old barriers, quietly building new structures. Peace begins with a smile. One more deep, full breath here. When you're ready, you'll start to slowly press your way back up. You'll remove your bolsters. Take a moment in your hero's pose. Just allow yourselves to sit comfortably. If that means you need to place a pillow or a blanket under your knees, allow yourselves to sit on that pillow or blanket. Let the palms of your hands turn to face up. Spine is long, shoulders relaxed, crown of the head to the sky, eyes shut down. Give yourself this moment to simply observe. Observe those subtle energies beneath the muscles and bones of the body. Take a moment here, bring the palms together at heart center. Allow your head to bow. Take this moment here in peace, making peace with yourself. Peace for our world begins with peace within. Peace begins with a smile. As you start to gently place those hands back down to the thighs, palms face up. Lifting the head once more, eyes remain closed with your palms facing up. Allow yourselves to gently receive the energy of your practice, the energy of your words. As we restore that balance and harmony within, we begin with peace. Peace of body, peace of mind, peace of spirit. Harmony of body, harmony of mind, harmony of spirit. As you gently blink those eyes open, one more shape before Shavasana. Frog pose. Take your knees wide. Slide the knees out. Turn your toes out. Again, using a pillow or bolster in front if you need. Otherwise, coming to those forearms. Maybe coming to your palms stacked, letting your forehead rest. You decide where you need to be as you gently lean into the edge of this shape. Breathe. Use the breath as your companion, your ally, your friend, as you sink a little deeper into the depth of this shape. Releasing any old barriers, creating space for those new structures. Let all go. Five more breaths. Ever so slowly, maybe coming back to the elbows, gently pointing the toes back behind you. Ever so slowly coming back to those straight arms. Ever so slowly. Slide one knee in. Let's sit those bottoms down. Give yourself a moment in rebound. Run those legs long. Nice deep full breath in. All the way out. And then take your time if you need a little sip of water, if you need to pop on a layer, pop on a layer. If you'd like to use any blankets or pillows, grab those now as you start to make your way back to your back. Let those legs run long, let your arms rest wide by your side. Make any little subtle adjustments as you let that back body find the floor. Take your time. Make any little adjustments so you get cozy here. Finding your comfort in Shavasana. Your final resting pose. Letting the eyes shut down. The weight of your head falls heavy. As those eyes sink heavy towards the back of your head. The jaw of your mouth is relaxed. The muscles of your face soften. Tongue rests in the floor of the mouth. Your throat's relaxed. Any residual tension in the neck and shoulders now melts away. Your arms, your hands, your fingers and thumbs relax. Noticing the rise and fall of your breath. As you relax your buttocks, the weight of the hips fall heavy. Thighs, the knees, the calves, the feet and the toes completely relax. Letting the entire weight of your physical body take this moment to rest. Allow yourself to be in harmony with who you are here in this moment. Allowing yourself to discover that peace within by cultivating that place of harmony. Allow yourself to live in harmony. As we do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Accepting the differences. Finding empathy and compassion. Patience and tolerance. Recognize what it might take for you to discover just a little more inner peace. As Albert Einstein says, peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Understanding our differences. With acceptance, tolerance, and patience. Empathy and compassion. May we live in harmony with one another. May we discover peace together. You might start to gently bring that awareness back to the physical shape of your body resting here. One hand might gently find its way to your heart. With the second hand resting on your belly. May peace begin with a smile. May we live in harmony. May we discover peace together. Accepting our differences. Finding tolerance, patience, empathy, and compassion. Taking a nice big deep full breath in. All the way out. No need to hurry. Meet yourself with that beautiful place of inner peace and calm as you gently roll to your preferred side. As you come to your preferred side, just rest easy here. You might start to slowly press your way to a comfortable seat. Once more, maybe with the legs crossed or kneeling on your shins, hands resting on the thighs, eyes might like to stay shut down. You might like to bring the palms together at that beautiful heart center. As again we bow the intelligence of our mind to the wisdom of our heart. Balance, harmony and peace of body, mind and spirit. Take your moment in prayer. Take your moment in peace. Peace begins with a smile. As you turn the corners of those lips up, the light in me honors and sees the beautiful light shining in and from you all. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Taking your time, coming out of your practice when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice this afternoon. I hope you're feeling that beautiful feeling of peace and calm. No need to hurry, guys. Have a wonderful night. Have a beautiful sleep. Much love. I'll see you in the morning. Ciao.